I mean, I like the one we have.
Welcome to American Grind, the show that celebrates the people who keep this country running. From welders, truck drivers, linemen, and mechanics, to farmers, first responders, small business owners, and everyone who gets up every day, puts in an honest day's work, and keeps America moving. We're your hosts. I'm Andrew Kale, to my right.
Neil Shaw.
And to my left.
Jaden Woods.
And around here, we believe that hard work still matters, that character still counts, and every job deserves respect. So pull up a chair, settle in, and let's get to work. This is the 4th episode of American Grind. Today, we're going to talk a little bit about work-life balance and socialization.
There you go.
See, I told you I was going to get you there. What does that mean to you, Neil? Work-life balance.
Work-life balance, I mean, it's so hard nowadays, I think. But, I mean, you have to make time for your family. And that means putting the phones down.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what it boils down to. I think there's a lot of just like, here, hand the kid a tablet or an iPhone.
Yeah.
Play games. And and it's really teaching the kids not to be social.
Yeah.
Like we want to stop this whole AI thing. So we want kids to learn how to talk to people. Even teenagers nowadays, they're so afraid to like go in a store and ask a question, or like go up to a register and be like, "Hey, I want this," or "Hey, you forgot this." They'll just sit there and cower down. Yeah. And I think it's just because they don't have that social cue that I grew up doing, because we had to talk to, if you want friends, we had to talk to people.
Right.
Now it sort of touches like AI is your friend.
Yeah.
But so yeah, that's what it means to me.
I think for me, especially when it pertains to work-life balance, which is the other thing, a lot of it's just because of how much stuff we talked about AI in our second episode.
Right.
I think a lot of that convenience has now seeped its way into where employers think that, well, if you can plug into something to AI, or if we get you on Slack or Microsoft Teams or, Line, GroupMe, whatever chat app, Microsoft Teams, et cetera, I just even worked for just like Barnes & Noble, and the amount of times that I would get something while I was off work that they'd be like, "Hey, can you do this?" And I'd be like, "No, I was off at 5. I'm not doing this at 6:10. And they'd be flabbergasted. I think part of it's because I was a younger manager there, so I think they thought that they were going to just tell me to do something, and I was going to be like, "Oh yeah, absolutely." Which, if I was on the clock, that's one thing.
Right.
But the one thing that I always heard in rebuttal to me being like, "No, it's 6:10. I got off an hour and 10 minutes ago. I'm not doing that," would be like, "Well, it'll only take you like 5 minutes." And it's like, yeah, that's 5 minutes of my time that you're not paying me for, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I get it. What about you, Jaden?
Yeah, so, I kind of want to touch on the work-life balance part of it. I feel like a lot of times we start these businesses, we do all this work to get that freedom back, right? Like, we don't want to make a whole bunch of money. We don't want to be the next Elon Musk. We just want to have enough time to actually live and enjoy our life and have time with our families, like you said. And I feel like it's a big part of it, just being aware of that and not getting too carried away with the work. Like, obviously, American Grind, you got to put in the hours and all that good stuff.
Hold on, let me help my little buddy here.
Technical malfunction.
Who wants to
please do excuse.
But
Thank you very much.
buddy.
All right, please continue. I'm sorry.
Absolutely, yeah. So we got to make sure that you're not getting too carried away with the work that you are doing.
Right. Yeah, it's hard not to chase a dollar.
Yeah.
When you have so many dollars going out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the work-life balance now, I think, is everybody works and they get tired, and then your family, like, whether it be you get home and you want to unwind, you get on your phone.
Yep.
Then you're stuck in that phone for 4 hours until it's time for bed.
Yep.
And so now you're on your phone, your wife's on your phone, the kids are on their phones, and there's no social activity.
Yeah.
Like, nobody is being social with each other.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably part of the reason why society is the way it is. Nobody knows how to deal with somebody and how to have a conversation like we are here.
Yeah.
It's just text, or just, I need to scroll.
And even if it's not the phone, it's a TV. Like, it's some sort of screen that you have to be amused by.
Right. Like, see, we're old school.
Yeah.
We still have dinner at our table every night.
100%.
We have dinner 5:30. We eat dinner. No electronics at the table. No TV.
Yeah.
We're going to eat dinner as a family. And I think that's definitely not something that's normal anymore.
No.
That used to be normal when we were growing up. You would have to go home and eat dinner, and then you could go out and play again. But you were eating dinner. Like, that's just is what it is.
Yeah.
I think you see a lot, like, It's kind of eerie when you walk into public places now, like a restaurant, and you just see like a table full of 10 people, and they're all just
Yeah,
Right, they're all
on
just
their
grilled
phones.
on their phone.
Yeah.
Or you go to a concert, and 50% of the people are just holding their phone up like this the whole time, recording it.
Right.
They're not enjoying the experience,
Well-
or even really talking to the people around them. The whole socialization aspect there is like, who got the best video? Who was able to document the event? It's
Yeah.
not really about like us enjoying it together.
Right.
in the moment.
Yeah, like everybody, like
Who's going to
put
get
the
more
phone
likes?
down. I'm enjoying this thing like with my eyes. Like I
Yeah.
want this memory.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, the phone can capture that memory, but what good is it if I'm looking? I don't really feel the feeling of a true memory.
Yeah.
So and then so work-life balance. Like the number one cause of divorce is money. And
Yeah.
the second one is time with your spouse.
Yes.
So I mean, and it really chasing the dollar and you have to find balance because the nuclear family has got to stay together if we're going to raise kids properly. I mean, sure, a single mom can do it, a single dad can do it. Yeah, you can do it.
Yeah.
But why?
Right.
Why take a chance? And people are so quick to give up on a relationship because they think the next best thing is going to be better.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
it's
a big
like,
thing.
But guess what? If you water your grass, it'll grow.
Yeah.
So you can switch over to this person, but you're going to have the same outcome if you aren't watering your grass.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I don't know. Being social and work-life balance is always hard. It's hard to find that medium to please everybody.
Exactly.
So, I mean, I have 6 kids. So, I mean, and a wife, so we got a lot of pleasing to do, but you got to find the balance.
Yeah,
So,
100%. It's super important, especially when it comes to, just being happy, like enjoying your life.
Right, yeah.
Like a lot of times people aren't happy and they can't really figure out the reason why, but they don't investigate those things. It's uncomfortable to look into those kinds of
so
things.
where do they go? They go into a comfortable place
Yeah.
on their phone.
Yeah.
Or they go find somebody who will make them have that feeling, but that feeling is just going to be brief. So,
And then it loops back because they go to that comfortable place that is social media or their screen so often.
Yeah.
But then that's just a loop of comparing yourself to other people who you think have it better than you, that you scroll on time and then you're like, man, like it just kind of, it's this endless cycle of like you bum yourself out looking at it, you get off of it for 5 minutes, then you fall back into that habit because everything now is tied to your phone.
Right.
So it makes it difficult to have that in-person connection.
So-
I've even sat in an office with people like where you have like 4 or 5 of them and there's nothing really to do, but everybody's just facing each other literally in office chairs
Right.
and they're all just on their phone.
Right.
And the only time anybody talks is, oh look, I got this cool video.
Yeah.
Right.
That's the only time anybody seems to like talk to anybody. So I think it's a huge issue.
Right. So, do you guys think that AI could help work-life balance or hurt it? Now that's the fine line. So,
Yeah.
if AI is going to take jobs,
Yeah.
then the work-life balance is obviously going to be hindered, right?
Yeah.
Because now you're not working in. What money are you bringing in?
Yeah.
So where's the life? Like, it's such a weird.
Well, that's why I think it hurts you is because, like I said, just when I'd work at like with you and I, it's different because what I do for you or what Jaden does for you is kind of more like around the clock. Like something needs maintenance, you have to do it.
Right.
But like when I worked at Barnes and Noble, it's a 9 to 4,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
and that was right at the start of like a lot of AI being readily available, and they would be like, "Well, it'll only take you like 6-7 minutes." And it's like, yes, I know, but you're not paying me, and
Yep.
so this is just you trying to get something for free. And sorry, but this is a business transaction, so you have your best interest and I have mine, and just because you hold my paycheck doesn't mean that I'm going to buck my own self-interests
Right.
outside of work hours,
Right.
if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. And I mean, just like Elon Musk says, in 30 years, like work will be optional.
Yeah.
Like, could you imagine? Like, what does that look like? Do we
Yeah.
even want to see what that looks like?
Yeah, and honestly, I don't
Because
even know if it'll take that long. Because I've seen, like I was talking about that forecaster guy. He has a book that's called 2027.
Right.
And in that book, it says around 2030 is when it'll be, like, the big job de-escalation. And
Right.
when we'll start losing a lot of jobs to AI. And it's, like, 10 to 15% of jobs that'll actually be left.
So really, so
2030.
you need to get into a job right now that's like HVAC or construction or
Yeah.
plumbing. Like, you almost
Something
are
that's
forced into
hands-on.
do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because all your factory jobs, I mean,
Automated.
I don't know. Yeah.
For the most
I know
part.
a lot of them are automated. And you factory workers out there, if you got something to say, you can email us at voice@americangrind.com.
Yeah.
So we can hear your story. It'd be nice to get some more info on that.
Yeah.
But it's scary to think about what that would look like.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, so that being said, what does living look like if AI has all the jobs? What does your work-life balance look like? It's just life? Well, where are you making money at?
Yeah.
Like, these are all things that, like, so where's the government collecting taxes now?
Yeah.
Like, what does society look like?
Yeah.
Well, they talk about that's where, and like we won't open that old big can of worms because that's going to get political real quick. That's when they talk in tandem about like UBI. Like everybody's going to get like a universal basic income, and then we're just going to tax you out of that.
Yeah.
Right. So, and it's own nothing and be happy.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what does that look like? You know what I'm saying?
I think it'd be crazy because I think a lot of where our drive and happiness comes from is working every day. You know, like, I mean, us three, if we sit around for a week,
dude,
I'm going crazy.
Oh, yeah. And, I mean, so working gives you, just like they say, waking up in the morning and making your bed.
Yeah.
That starts your day off. Why? Because in your brain, you accomplish something.
The checklist.
So you're accomplishing something. So if you have a bunch of people not accomplishing something, what is society? Society looks angry.
Exactly.
And let's take a look. Well, I won't go there. Never mind. Just I'll just say, like, I mean, but seriously, look at it. Look at all the unhappy people.
Yeah.
Like in videos that you see on the internet.
Yeah.
And where are those people in life?
Yeah.
Like, are they being productive?
Yeah.
So they have that sense of like, I'm accomplishing stuff and I'm proud of it.
Yeah.
Or are they just living off of the government assistance and mad because? So is that where anger comes from? Is not being productive? You know what I'm saying?
I think it's a lack of fulfillment.
Oh yeah. I know if I don't do anything for a day. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No.
If I don't do anything a day or two, I'm in a bad mood.
Yeah, I feel
because
like shit.
I have not accomplished anything.
Yeah.
Like I work, a lot of my jobs are remote, but like I have a garden at home that I tend to.
You do a lot of stuff.
I
like that.
I drove a forklift for like this last summer, and like that was something that was like a very basic job. I was making some decent money, but I wasn't making anything astronomical. Completely out of my like typical career realm where I'm in marketing or journalism, but like it was a lot of fun because like it gave me a new skill to learn.
Yeah.
And then met some new people that I enjoyed socializing with. Met some people that I'm glad I never have to see again.
Yeah.
But overall, like there was a sense of fulfillment. And before that, like the whole reason I even got that job, well, one, money, but two, it was because like I like doing social media for pickup. I like doing marketing jobs. I like going to city council meetings. But at a certain point, there's not a lot of actual labor to it. And I'm someone who I like to work outside. I like to just do physical things with my hands. It makes me feel fulfilled. And I have a friend who his parents are just very wealthy, and so he kind of just does what he wants to do, and that's cool. Because to a degree, I do think that money kind of buys happiness because like he's taken care of, he's got a house, he's fed and stuff. But I will tell you the amount of time that I get a text from him that's just like, oh, I'm just bored out of my damn mind.
Right,
and it's like, well, you got to do something. Well, I don't have to do anything. And it's like, well, yeah, you don't have to, but
why would you not want to?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So do we just work hard for the next 3 to 5 years until AI takes over, or what?
I think that's where it comes, and we're kind of moving back to the AI, but that's okay because it is relevant. I think that's where it comes to like you have to put some restraints on it. Like it can be utilized, but at a certain point, it's like anything else. Too much of a good thing, it turns into a bad thing. Moderation.
At a certain point, like people have got to start doing good. You know what I'm saying? Like because if not, it doesn't matter how much money you have or what you have. Because if AI is running stuff, what are you going to do with it?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to be just as dead as me or him or whatever. Yeah. So, but yeah, I don't know. It's a hard balance to do it all. And I mean, and then working itself, there's like, nobody wants to work anymore.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to be a streamer or a gamer or this, that, or the other. Well, I mean, that opens the door to a lot of jobs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And nobody wants to go to that factory and work.
Yeah.
So it's also dependent on the people on if like factories go to AI.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because if this person's going to complain or not show up, well, then screw it. I'm just going to go AI if I'm a business owner. I mean, why not if it makes more sense?
Yeah.
Why not just spend $50,000 a year on maintenance on this robot?
Yeah.
Versus paying this person $80,000 a year, who shows up sometimes or bitches all the time, or I mean, so I mean, I see both sides of the story. It's just a hard balance, I guess.
I think that's a big thing that the AI companies and the government, even together, kind of like about the narrative that they're pushing, making my generation not want to be as big of a part of the workforce,
Right.
is that it then makes it easier to implement that AI. You know, because I mean, at the end of the day, even if we do have people working, it's cheaper, smarter, faster to them, and so like they want to push that anyways to have AI, and if they have that excuse of they need workers and they have now built this thing that can do that, then why wouldn't they?
And if by using AI, they can then make employees do a little bit less. You're more expendable then as well.
Right. Like,
and they can just
how do you get
constant
ahead?
turnover. They don't have to worry about it.
How do you get ahead in life if AI is working? Like right now in 30 years. So you have, let's say it's 30 years AI takes over. So you have 30 years to figure out your retirement.
Yeah.
And get that money stacked and figure it out. Because if not, you're just screwed.
Yeah.
So.
But I'd say that's two in the hand too. People don't want to necessarily work, but at the same time, if you're an employer, it used to be a lot more common for it to actually be attractive to work too.
Right.
A lot of people could, like a lot of the factories you mentioned. Yeah, that work. You know, not a lot of people were always waking up and just overjoyed to go do that, but there was more of a benefit. You could afford, you know, a family of two,
health insurance,
a house,
you
a
get
vacation,
401k,
a pension.
Get all that.
We don't get that.
Yeah, now
you don't get that either.
No,
we're not. Neither of us are retiring, dude.
So that falls back onto taxes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if these companies that hire these employees that did have benefits, well, if you're paying all these taxes, you got to cut somewhere.
Yeah. Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So you cut your employees, you cut their benefits.
Yeah.
Like it's all, and it all boils down to the same thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. So I don't know. I don't know what to say.
I don't know either, but I know that you guys definitely do. If you guys want to share your opinion, hit us up at voice@american-grind.com or visit americangrind.com to get some of this nice merch right here. Look at that. All different colors, red, white, and blue. But outside of that.
But yeah, I mean, you also got, I want to touch on, you got people that work 2 jobs, like get a side gig to save money or just to be afford to like go on vacations or
have
whatever.
the extra money.
Yeah.
Have that freedom.
Yeah, and because I mean, really nowadays, having money is freedom.
Yeah,
really, which
100%.
is sad. Because I mean, you should be able to go work a regular 40-hour job, come home, hang out with the family. Me personally, I want to have a farm. I want to have a farm, dude.
Yeah.
I want like 20 acres.
100%.
And I just want to chill with the family and just farm.
Yeah.
that's my outlook on
American dream.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
And I think that's why a lot of people, at least perception-wise, will probably further apart. But I'm going to group myself with your I always do on job interviews anyway, so they let me in.
Yeah.
But a lot of people, I think, like, yeah, you have to go to work and do a good job, but, you know, if I call off sick and I don't have paid sick days, is that $8 of 15 or that 8 hours of $15 really going to make all the difference?
Right.
Like, people are fed up with that, and so that's where you get stuff like people taking mental health days because, you know, if I'm going to work 6 days and it's not really going to make that big of a difference otherwise, then am I going to be able to eat out one more time this week? People are like, I'd rather, you know, go to the park or sit on my phone and scroll all day.
Yeah.
You have to make it enticing for people. Like, I'm one of those people who I think everybody should still be working, and I think everybody should have something that fulfills them.
Yeah.
But from an employer standpoint, you have to make that enticing, or you do get that shoddy work ethic that a lot of people talk about now. And I'm somebody who I'm a prime example about that. Like if you're not going to, like at Barnes & Noble, they put me in a management position where I wasn't getting paid enough, and I slacked off half the time because I was still having to do the full responsibility. But I'm not making the paycheck because they decided to close my store 3-4 months later. But why is that fair to me, and why do I care? So yeah, I absolutely took a day off a week and was like, no, I'm going to stay at home. Why? Because I'm not salaried and I'm not getting paid full time.
Right.
That's your way to get the freedom.
Exactly. And you're not. And even if I went the other way, there's no freedom at the end of that tunnel either. So I want to take. I want to take
the happy with no freedom.
Bingo. Yeah.
Versus
like,
being miserable with no freedom.
I'm going to go hike with my dog today. Like, no, I don't have time for 4 Zoom meetings where I'm going to make half as much as everybody who I'm looking at. And I get told to do just as much. No, I'm not doing that. But if they'd been like, no, you know, it sucks. It's going to close up shop, but, here's salary for 3 months. I would have been like, I'll work my ass off,
I'm doing it. Right.
It's a good branch there, but when I'm getting told, like, no, thanks for filling in. You're the only person there, but you're not going to get paid management. It's like, no, well, I'm not going to work management.
Right.
I'm going to do I'm going to do what it takes for me to not get fired.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Exactly.
I'm going to do what it takes for me to not have to be on LinkedIn every day, but outside of that, like, I'm probably going to be on LinkedIn on that day that I called off trying to apply to 3 to 4 other jobs that might give me.
Yeah, while you're on the clock
Bingo.
Yeah, looking at other options.
And I never did that.
And I wonder how many people actually do that. I bet you there are a ton of people that go out on breaks or even while they're not on break and they scroll looking for a new job.
Dude, when I was at Boeing, I mean, it's like every day there's people in and out, new coworkers every single day. I mean, everybody's just jumping around trying to get that, figure out what they can get.
Right.
It's like at every place you go to, you get the same thing. It's like bare minimum and you work bare minimum.
Yep.
I think people want something they can just be happy to go to work about, something that they want to go work for, you know, and get paid decent for it.
I know it sucks working for my company because we deliver furniture and there's just nothing happy about it.
Yeah.
And it sucks, and I really appreciate my workers. But
that's why if you made, like, not you personally.
Right.
But, like, me personally, that's a job I wouldn't mind. I like physically taxing work. I like I like driving that forklift because half the time I'd have to get off the forklift,
stack
pallets, or I have to walk across the yard. And so for me, it was like, it's not something I necessarily did, but it was a good additional way to stay in shape too. So like something like that, I would like. Somebody else might not like it, but to me, that's a level of fulfillment. Do I want the pay that goes along with it? Yes.
Right.
But then you have to give a broad spectrum of options along with enticing people to come, explore those. And you'll find people, like I said, I work remote half the time. I'd love to come work 20 hours there and just lift couches because that's a reason for me to like get out and do something with my body.
Right? Yeah.
Bingo. Exactly.
All right.
Well, thank you guys for joining us for episode 4 of American Grind. Please reach out. Like we mentioned, the email address there below, voice@american-grind.com. And then until then, keep grinding, keep building, keep showing up, because every local story adds to our national soul. I've been Andrew Kale.
Neil Shaw.
Jaden Woods.
Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you in episode 5.
Thanks.